demonstration we want to do today is show you how to form the 5-inch square patties that we're going to die cut into the dog chews. So what I did is I preheated 190 grams of the material, and what I've done is I mixed it up, and what I do after that is I take it and put it into a plastic bag and I squeeze it to make sure all the air bubbles and so forth are out of it. Alright, that looks good. Now what we have is a lower die plate, and then on top we have the female mold that is 5 inches. And on top of that we're going to put it in a 5-inch male mold which compresses down and to make our patties. So we just take this, we put it inside the mold, we put this over here, and then we literally take this and push it down. You might want to use gloves, but push this down just about this far so we can get the male part of the mold. Insert it like this, make sure it's down. Just push it down with your hand, about so far. Then we take this, we move this whole piece into the press. We slide it up, put it about in the middle, and we literally come down, and that squeezes everything tight. We take this back out, we lift this off, and we push the center back out, and there is our 5-inch piece. Now, if I had brought my little knife in here, which is just nothing more than a plastic knife, I could probably do this by hand. But we just want to lift this off and set that down right there. Now, we're going to turn around and do the exact same thing with the second part. We're going to take this, oh, excuse me. All right, there's my little knife. We'll take my bag. Dump in about 190 grams of material, put it in here, squeeze it up real good, make sure it's nice and uniform. Put it back into the mold. Okay, insert foot, push this back down. Ooh, this is nice. Push this back. Insert this back in. Alright, push it down, touch it there. Slide it in. Bring the press back down all the way until it stops. Lift it back up. Bring everything out. Slide it off. Push this back up and out. Take a little knife, go underneath here, and just go around it gently and free it up. And now we have 2 5-inch patties that are ready to be die cut into our soft chews. Alright, the second part of this demonstration is to show you how we process the 5-inch square patty and go to the die cutting phase. So this is our die, and the die is a stainless steel ruler die, and what I've done is attach 64 spring plungers so we can push the material back out once it's been formed. So these go back and forth like this. Now, the easiest way to set this particular patty down on top of the die is to have the blades up and very lightly set it down. There's about 1/4 of an inch extra material all the way around. So that's a little bit easier than trying to do it while it's upside down and then push down like this. So we have this, then we have our die plate, then we have a 3/4 inch spacer plate. Okay, once we have this, we just turn all this upside down and we set it down. Just like this. Then we insert the press plate. Now this is really important. You can never use this die unless this plate's in it. And it's made to go in one way. It goes in this way So it's almost flush. It just barely sticks up. Now, it does fit this way, but it doesn't. See what I mean? See how it's sticking up? So you take this and always make sure it's in this one particular way. It does fit 180 degrees, but it should be almost perfectly flat. Now we've got the press plate, the die, we have our pancake, then we have our cutting board and our spacer. All this slides into the second press, just like this. Put it in the center, about both ways, best you can. Okay, and then just slowly come down, not too hard, just bring it down slow, just like this, and bring it all the way till it stops, right to there. Now these dies, these presses, are a little bit inaccurate. They press more in one area than the other. Best thing to do is turn it 90 degrees, put it back in, press it again. 90 degrees, press it again. That'll be uniform to where it'll make the blades cut evenly through all the material. Then one more time. You might get by with two, but it's going to take some testing to find out. And once we've done this, take all this out. You take this. All right, here is all our waste material that was cut around the outside of the die, which is reusable because we can make other patties with it. We'll put it right here. Then we have our 64 pieces. Okay, now we take this plate out, set it here. This is our catch pan. We take the catch pan, it fits any way you want to put it in. It just has enough space to support this while the press plate pushes on the 64 pins on the back and ejects all the little soft tubes. So we set this in here. We use the exact same press as before. It fits just barely underneath it like this. And then all we do is pull down. I heard a noise. I wonder what that could be. And there we go. There's all 64 of them. All right, now we take this. We're going to take this and put this in here. If I can get it out of here. This in here. We'll go through this one more time. We have a backing plate, die plate. We'll take this, put our piece on top. Just with our fingers, try to adjust it to where we feel like we've got an even border all the way around. Take these two plates, set them on top. Turn it over. Take this, let's check to see which way it goes. Not like that. It goes like that. Put this back into the press. Down in the middle. Come down slow. Okay. Let's turn it 90 degrees. Another 90. One more. Take our waste material off. Put it back in a catch pan. Put in the press plate. I heard them all fall out. And there you have 64 pieces. Sometimes they stick together just a little bit, but if you just shake them up a little bit, you'll be fine. That's it. End of story.